Hey everyone, welcome to CryptoSafe. Subscribe, like, and comment. And before we begin, we have good news for you. We are giving away $30 for a random person who will subscribe, like, and comment on this video. At the end of the month, we will announce the winner.
But I believe my friends are. Perhaps you know them. Franklin, Grant, and Jackson.
With all that done, let's get started. There is no doubt about the fact that cryptocurrency investments are exciting for a lot of people because of their high returns and high-risk nature. So, cryptocurrency investments are definitely not for faint hearts. At a very basic level, cryptocurrencies are based on decentralized ledger platforms, which are not controlled by any centralized authority like central banks. Speaking of central banks, we also have stablecoins that are directly linked to the United States dollars. With cryptocurrencies being the talk of the town, maybe more countries will be focusing on creating central bank digital currencies in the coming future, considering the fact that we are shifting to a completely digital world.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe?
Most of the cryptocurrencies that we have today are bought as speculative assets, and most of them do not have any real-world utility. This means that cryptocurrencies are still in their infancy. Despite Bitcoin being around for more than a decade now and then, we have another cryptocurrency that did grab the attention of investors, which made it really popular mainly because of its privacy-oriented features. Yes, we are talking about Monero or XMR tokens. Now, Monero happens to be an open-source and privacy-oriented cryptocurrency that was launched way back in 2014. The best part is that all the transaction details and the amounts of every transaction are completely anonymous by disguising the addresses used by participants. Investors can also mine their own Monero or XMR tokens using their own CPUs, which means they don't have to pay for specially designed mining rigs like what we have with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Monero's blockchain is intentionally configured to be opaque, which means that the transaction details, like the identity of the sender or recipients, the amount of every transaction, is completely disguised. Even the mining process for Monero happens to be based on an egalitarian concept, which means that all people are equal and everyone deserves equal opportunities. Even the developers of the token did not keep any stake for themselves. Bitcoin is undoubtedly the godfather cryptocurrency out there.
Be my friend. Godfather. Good.
So, how exactly is Monero different from Bitcoin? Well, you know that Bitcoin happens to be the most popular cryptocurrency in the market despite it being the very first generation cryptocurrency. But the problem with Bitcoin is that the privacy aspect is still questionable because Bitcoin addresses and transactions are registered on the blockchain, making them visible to the public. Even pseudonymous addresses are not entirely private, and few transactions carried out by participants over time can be linked to the same address. This way, there is no concept of privacy with Bitcoin allowing others to become aware of the address, owner's trends, and identity. But that is not the case with Monero, as we mentioned earlier. But how exactly is Monero focusing on the privacy side of things with a blockchain? Well, Monero gets this done by offering a non-traceable transaction history, which offers participants a much safer network. Monero completely removes privacy concerns using the concepts of ring signatures and stealth addresses. For those of you who don't know, ring signatures enable a sender to conceal their identity from other participants in the group. Ring signatures are also completely anonymous digital signatures from one member of the group, but they don't reveal which member approves a transaction. Monero uses a combination of the sender's account keys and clubs it with public keys on the blockchain to generate a ring signature. This makes it very unique and private as well, and in doing so, it hides the sender's identity. Next, we need to talk about stealth addresses, as this adds an additional layer to the existing privacy feature by Monero because these are randomly generated addresses for one-time use for each transaction on behalf of the recipient. The use of these stealth addresses will also enable covering up the actual destination of the receiver's address of a transaction, which then hides the identity of the receiving participant. All of these privacy features of Monero, like lack of traceability, are now used at questionable marketplaces, including transactions for drugs and gambling.
Check.
Monero's privacy features are also the reason why they are extremely popular, especially with dark web platforms like Alphabay and Oasis. So, what makes Monero unique is also what makes it dangerous. Monero tokens can be easily used for illegal activities and can be used on the dark web as well. People often tend to misuse some of the good things we have about technology, especially with cryptocurrencies. But what's with the ban on XMR tokens? The most recent story happens to be the one about cryptocurrency exchange Kraken that will be stopping UK customers from trading in privacy crypto coins like Monero. According to a Kraken spokesperson, the company will be sticking to the guidance from the Financial Conduct Authority, the United Kingdom Financial Markets Regulator, and the FCA did recently clarify their position on Monero, and Kraken, being one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, is always focusing on offering the most comprehensive sets of assets available to crypto investors and traders at the same time, with all regulatory compliance obligations. The FCA did provide clear guidance, and Monero would be removed from the Kraken exchange. But this is not the first time Monero got such a bad reputation. Slightly older news would be about a country that was very famous for accelerating the use of virtual currencies, are now trying to ban cryptocurrencies that are highly anonymous in their operations and also offer rich privacy features just like Monero. This ban took place in Japan way back in 2018, as Japanese cryptocurrency exchanges were always on the lookout for transactions using private crypto coins like Monero. This is mainly because of all the illegal activities in the cryptocurrency marketplace, especially with tokens that are very difficult to trace. To put things into perspective, Japan used to be among the first nations to embrace cryptocurrencies into its regulatory ecosystem and legalized virtual currencies way back in 2017. But again, Japan did realize that they needed to put things in check, or else people would lose a lot of money. Bittrex, which happens to be a crypto trading platform during the beginning of 2021, stated that it would no longer allow clients to trade privacy cryptocurrencies such as Monero, Dash, and Zcash. Given the regulatory ambiguity surrounding these assets, Coinbase, the largest publicly traded exchange, announced in July 2020 that it would hold off on listing privacy coins for the time being. Meanwhile, Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume, supports Monero trade. Even countries like India want to ban private cryptocurrencies, and the government is set to introduce the Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill 2021. This bill aims to create a facilitative framework for the creation of the official digital currency to be issued by the Reserve Bank of India, and the bill also seeks to prohibit all private cryptocurrencies in India. But it will be allowing certain exceptions to promote the underlying technology of cryptocurrencies and their uses. Even though the government did not clarify the definition of private cryptocurrencies, but it simply means that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so many other cryptocurrencies are based on public blockchain networks, which means that transactions made using these blockchains are completely traceable at the same time, providing some anonymity to the users. Then you have private cryptocurrencies, just like Monero, which are built on the public blockchain, but it does not show any information related to transactions to offer privacy to users. Bitcoin offers anonymity, and Monero offers privacy, making Monero a private token. And a final note, this video is meant to be infotainment content and should only be viewed as such. This is not a financial advice video.
This right here is the land of opportunity. Stratton Oakmont is America.
Anything you do with cryptocurrencies must be done at your own risk because cryptocurrencies are highly volatile assets, and cryptocurrencies do not have any intrinsic value. The prices of cryptocurrencies are highly speculative, so make sure to play your cards right with cryptocurrency investments. So, if you are risk tolerant, then cryptocurrency investments are the right investment for you. Happy investing! And that's a wrap for today's video. What do you think about XMR tokens being banned? Do let us know in the comments section below, because we would love to hear from you all. Consider subscribing to our channel for more crypto-related content just like this one, and turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any of our future uploads. That's about it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and we will meet again in the very next one. So, stay tuned.